Everyone told me $25 shoes were garbage, don't even bother. Even Sarah, my nurse friend who's been through dozens of work shoes, shook her head when she saw me order in the NORTIV FlexLife on Amazon. "You're gonna regret this," she said. "Cheap shoes equal foot pain." But 8 weeks and 150 miles later, I'm here to tell you that sometimes everyone can be wrong. I'm Mike, and this story actually started when I was scrolling Amazon at 11 p.m. looking for comfortable walking shoes that wouldn't break the bank. You know how it is. You start with a reasonable budget, then you see all these $120 options, and suddenly you're questioning everything. But then I stumbled across these NORTIV FlexLife shoes with this E-TPU foam that people were raving about, and I thought, $25? What's the worst that could happen? So here's what I did. I ordered them, fully expecting to return them within a week. I mean, how good could a $25 shoe really be? But when that box arrived and I opened it up, okay, first impression, these actually looked way better than I expected. Like, the mesh upper felt substantial, not flimsy. The stitching looked clean. And that white and pink colorway, it genuinely looked like it could cost 3 times more. But looking good is one thing. The real test was putting them on my feet and actually walking in them. And guys, I have to tell you, that first step was surprising. That E-TPU midsole foam, it's got this bouncy, marshmallow-like feel that I wasn't expecting from a budget shoe. It reminded me of when I first tried Hoka's, except these were a fraction of the price. Now, I'm always skeptical of first impressions, so I decided to really put these through their paces. First test was a long grocery shopping trip, walking around Target for 2 hours, because that's where feet really start to tell you the truth about a shoe. And honestly, my feet felt great. No fatigue, no discomfort. I was like, okay, maybe this isn't a fluke. But then I remembered what Sarah said about cheap shoes, so I decided to go bigger. I planned this 6-mile urban walk through downtown Austin, concrete sidewalks, uneven pavement, the whole deal. And I'm thinking to myself as I'm lacing up, this is where the budget construction is going to show. But you know what happened? I completed that entire walk feeling cushioned and supported. My feet weren't screaming at me. I wasn't counting down the minutes until I could take them off. Here's where it gets interesting though. Around week 3 of testing, I started noticing some patterns in the Amazon reviews that I needed to investigate. About 30% of people were mentioning heel rubbing and blisters. And I'm thinking, have I just been lucky so far? So I started paying more attention to how the heel felt. And sure enough, there's this stiff heel counter that definitely needed some break-in time. I experienced a little rubbing during the first week, but it softened up with wear. The other thing people kept mentioning was sizing. These apparently run large and wide, which, okay, let me be real with you. If you have narrow feet, you're going to want to size down or maybe look elsewhere entirely. I wear a 10.5 in most shoes, and these fit me perfectly in a 10.5, but I can see how someone with a more narrow foot would be swimming in these. But here's what really got me thinking. I started wearing these for everything: grocery shopping, casual dinners, even light gym sessions, and they just kept delivering. The breathability was excellent, even during Houston's brutal summer humidity. They looked good with jeans, with athletic wear, even with casual dresses. They had this versatility that I honestly wasn't expecting. So I called up Sarah to update her on my progress, and she's like, okay, but what about durability? Cheap shoes fall apart. Fair point. So I've been tracking the wear patterns very carefully. After 8 weeks of pretty heavy testing, I'm seeing some normal wear on the outsole, but nothing concerning. The upper is holding up well. The stitching is still solid. Now, I can't predict what 6 months will look like, but for the price point, I'm genuinely impressed with the construction quality so far. Let me talk about what these shoes actually are and aren't, because I think this is where people get confused. These are walking shoes. They're not running shoes, despite what some of the marketing might suggest. I tried a light jog in them, and that bouncy E-TPU foam becomes unstable when you're actually running. But for walking, for standing all day, for casual daily activities, they excel. The arch support is pretty minimal, so if you need significant structural support, you'll want to add aftermarket insoles. But for people with normal feet who just want cushioning and comfort, it's adequate. And honestly, at $25, adding a $15 insole still keeps you under $40 total, which is still incredible value. Here's my reality check moment though. While I love these shoes, I have to be honest about the downsides. The quality control seems inconsistent. Some people report premature wear or construction issues that I haven't experienced. The sizing really is hit or miss for some foot types. And that heel rubbing issue is real for about a third of users. But when I step back and look at the bigger picture, Sarah actually tried my pair last week, and you know what she said? Okay, I get it now. For $25, this is actually impressive. Coming from someone who's been through every nursing shoe brand imaginable, that meant something. So here's my bottom line after 8 weeks and 150 miles of real testing. The NORTIV FlexLife delivers genuine comfort and style at an almost unbelievable price point. If you need comfortable daily walking shoes and you're not doing serious athletics, this is absolutely worth considering. The cushioning rival shoes costing 4 times more. The style works with multiple outfits, and the value proposition is outstanding. My advice? Order a half size down if you have normal or narrow feet, plan for a week of break-in time, and use proper ankle socks to minimize any heel issues. At this price, even if they only last 6 months, you're getting incredible value for comfort and style. Are they perfect? No. Are they worth $25 for comfortable daily walking? Absolutely. Sometimes the budget option really does surprise you. Check the link in the description for current pricing, and let me know in the comments what your experience has been with budget shoes that exceeded expectations. I read every comment and would love to hear your stories.